Good morning, guys. Hi, this is Zoe Marlowe, back for some yoga with you guys this morning. I have no idea if anyone can see me because I've got a feeling I've hidden some buttons, so we'll see. There we go. I'm just going to give it a couple of minutes to see if anyone's here, and I might just see. Okay, thank you. Morning, Kate. Just wanted to make sure that I'd got the right buttons on, so that's great. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Helen. So, for anybody who's watching, if you want to grab yourself a cushion to sit on, it might be nice. We're going to be doing a bit of sitting on the floor, a bit of mat work because we're opening the hips. Can you all see me well enough? Does it look? Morning, Zoe. Great name. I'm just going to give it a couple of minutes so that we can get a few more people to check in before we get started. So, for those of you that have just either left the chaos of children or the phone, or good morning, Patricia. Try and come to your mat now and just settle your mind a little. So, as I just said, if you want to grab yourself a cushion to sit on, it might be nice, just for a while, just while we settle our mind, settle into our space. So we're going to be working this morning on hip opening, a little bit of flexion through the hips, but it will also be a really lovely, I hope, vinyasa flow. So, just waking up the body, stretching areas that need to be stretched, opening up our heart center across our chest after a morning of maybe a stiff night's sleep or a heavy night's sleep or tension of maybe you've done a couple of hours work on the computer already. So I think we're good to go. So good morning, my name is Zoe Marlowe. I'm a yoga teacher. I'm going to be doing a hip opening sequence with you guys this morning. So it's all about the grounding and the root chakra and where we hold our emotions. So we hold all of our emotions in this part of our body. Quite often people will suffer with IBS because that's where they hold their worries, or if you sit at a desk a lot, or if you drive a lot, you may well just be holding lots of tension. And so a few top tips to try and open up the hips just through your daily life, right? I mean, you can obviously always bring yourself back to a practice, and you can always find a little yoga session on YouTube, or log into Facebook and see our lovely offerings. But a few top tips just to remind you: don't sit with your legs crossed, that locks your hips. Try and sit on the floor maybe a couple of times a week with your cushion against the back of a sofa, so that you're actually, with your feet, with your legs open like this, all the soles of your feet together. So just sort of thinking about little moves that you could make and adjustments that you could make through your daily life, so that we're trying to slowly and gently and kindly open up your hips. So just a few tips. I was going through this with a client yesterday actually about how we how we abuse our body in very small ways on a daily basis without really realizing. So let's just come to sitting. Now, I always say to everyone in my classes, this is a guided practice, so do what feels good to you. Please listen to your body. If you can feel any pinching, any tightness or anything like that, back away. We don't want to create injury. We are here to ease any kind of pain or discomfort and create flexibility. So, what else did I want to say? Yeah, just be kind to yourself really and do what feels good. This is a class to do what feels good. So, good morning. I've got some lovely girls watching me. Good morning, Gemma, Nicola, Nikki. So let's take a moment. Settle your mind. If you can, bring yourself to your cross leg. And let's take our hands on our palms, our hands on our knees with our palms facing up. Drop your chin to your chest, just a little, so that you can extend through the neck. And let's take a long, deep inhale through our nose. All the way down to your belly button. Draw that breath, draw that energy all the way down. And then as you exhale, open your mouth and take a big, wide, loud sigh. One more time. Inhale through your nose. Draw that breath all the way down through your chest, heart center, all the way down to your belly button. And on your exhale, open your mouth and let it out. Just come back to your breath. Just come back now to your natural breath. Let's drop our eyelids closed. And let go of anything that has come before this practice. Let go of any conversations, any noise, any chaos, any worries. Just let it all go. Leave it now. And just remember that you're here for you. We're going to have 45 minutes of self-care. Filling up our cup so that we can go on and probably help fill others up. So today we're going to be working on the hips. The intention for today is how it feels. Do what feels good. So take that little thought with you as we come through our practice today. Just remind yourselves, does it feel good? Do I feel good? Am I enjoying this? Can I make it feel any better? So with every inhale as we move into the pose, just sort of allow your body to glide into the pose. And as you exhale, drop into that pose, deeply drop into that pose, but try and drop into it in a way that feels good for you. So it might be you have to move a shoulder, or you have to adjust an arm, or you have to just slightly adjust your hips or your knees. So whatever it is you need to do to feel good, just listen to your body. I really enjoy doing a lot of my practice with my eyes closed, and I think it's really important that we all remember that this isn't about what we look like, it's about how we feel. So please remember that as you come through your practice this morning. And let's bring our hands together at our heart center and drop our chin to our chest. Remembering to feel grateful for the time that we've allowed ourselves on the mat this morning. And as we exhale, let's just drop our hands down by our sides, and we're just going to start to loosen up. So I'm hoping that your hips are still comfortable here. If you're joining us now and you've only just joined us, you might want to grab a cushion to sit on because we're working on the hips. It will just allow the hips tilt forward slightly, a little bit kinder, a little bit easier for your hip joints to open. If you have any blocks or anything like that that you want to bring to hand, and feel free. Otherwise, let's just start moving. So let's take our arms down by our side. You can still do this with your eyes closed. As you inhale, we're just going to rise our left arm up. Exhale, let's just have a lovely deep side stretch. Just starting to loosen through the body. We're opening the rib cage here. Take your gaze slightly up to your elbow. Deep inhale here. And as you exhale, maybe with every exhale, you can drop a little deeper into that stretch. Stretch those ribs a little bit more. Inhale up. Exhale, dropping that left arm. As we inhale, let's draw our right arm up overhead, planting your left hand. Exhale. Lovely deep side stretch through your right rib cage. Exhale, just drop a little deeper into that stretch. Starting to loosen the body, connecting back to yourself. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, coming down. On the next inhale, let's draw both arms up overhead. And as we exhale, we're going to fold forward this time. So we're bringing both hands to the floor in front. And as we exhale, just very slowly walk those fingers away. And allow the forehead to come towards your mat. Hold it here, breathe into that stretch. You can feel the hips now starting to feel the stretch. Hold it here. And a big inhale, let's draw the arms back overhead. Let's just wiggle the body, taking arms up and down, left and right, really stretching through the rib cage. As we exhale, we're going to drop forward again. Fingers come down, walk the fingertips away, exhale, drop that forehead as close as you can to the ground. Maybe it comes to the ground, maybe it doesn't. And inhale, slowly rising. Exhale, bringing our hands back down by our sides. So we're going to come into a little twist here. So as we inhale, let's take our right hand onto our left knee. Left hand goes behind us. As we inhale, sit tall. Exhale, take your gaze over your left shoulder. Feel that lovely twist. Releasing any toxins. Getting your digestive system moving. Exhale, coming forward. Let's bring the hands back to neutral. Swap them round. Bring your left hand to your right knee. Right arm goes behind your spine. See how close you can bring it to your spine, because the closer you can get that back hand to your spine, the more upright you'll sit. And as you exhale, take your gaze over your right shoulder. Breathe here, enjoy that stretch. Exhale, release back to center. Wonderful. Let's bring our hands onto our knees and let's just take our left ear to our left shoulder. Exhale. Stretching through the neck a little, just warming up. Right ear to right shoulder. Back the other side, left ear to left shoulder, just warming up. And this time we're going to drop chin to chest as we roll all the way around and up to the right. As we get to the right, let's exhale, drop chin to chest. Inhale, left ear to left shoulder, and then let's come back to center. Wonderful. Well done, guys. So we're going to remove our cushion. Get rid of your cushion and come to sitting on your bottom. So We're just going to come into our staff pose here. I'm going to take a moment to just check your setup. I hope you can all see me and not just a whole load of my wall. Pushing through your heels, you really want to elongate through your legs. So as you extend here, you're really you're drawing up. So you're pushing through your heels. You're drawing up your energy up to your knees, engaging your knees, drawing and sucking the energy up to your hips. As you inhale, sit tall. The toes want to be flexed, so your toes are going up to the ceiling. Inhale, arms come up. Let's exhale, forward fold. Grab those hips, grab those toes. Inhale, arms up. Stretch up to the sky, open up that rib cage, elongate that spine as we exhale. Forward fold, drawing your forehead towards your knees. Grabbing those toes if you can, or your ankles or your shins, wherever you are in your practice. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hands come down to the side. We're going to draw our right foot in, side our left leg. Right hand goes behind as you inhale, left arm rises. Exhale, round and behind your right foot as you exhale. Twisting again through the body, just loosening everything up. Exhaling over the right shoulder. Exhale back to center. Just give that right leg a squeeze in. Just give it a wiggle, release anything there. Inhale, let's bring that left leg in. Planting that left leg really close up to that right thigh, as close as you can into your bottom, taking your left hand behind you, and you can see as I put my left hand up close to my spine, it allows my spine to elongate. As you inhale, right arm rises, exhale, comes round your left leg. Open up wide, gaze over to your left. That was a lovely click in my spine. Engage, breathe. Exhale, release back to center. Just hug that left knee in. Just releasing anything here. And then from here, we're going to come into our forward fold. But I'm going to see if it's a better angle from this way for you to see me. So just keeping your left leg inside your right heel, you're going to drop that left knee open. So your right foot is extended. I might just move the angle of my camera while I'm on the floor. Morning. Extending through this right leg. Again, you're engaging with the heel, so that's really pushing away, flexing your right foot. Engaging up through this left leg, this right leg, as your left leg comes inside. Try and drop this left knee down if you can. Inhale, arms come up. As we exhale, we're going to twist over to the right leg and drop down, grabbing hold of our right toes. Hold it here. Breathe into that stretch. On the next exhale, let's see if we can get lower. Maybe hold your ankle if it's easier for you. I find these ones really hard. I'm not very flexible in my hips. So this is probably my least favourite practice. And normally you know that you need to do those ones. Inhale, rise, wiggle through. Let's do that one more time. Exhale, all the way down. I think it takes something like 7 seconds for your muscles to relax into the stretch. I'm not sure if that's absolutely accurate, but it takes quite a long time for your muscles to release. So if you can do most poses twice, it's much kinder on your muscles. It knows what's coming. Inhale up. Exhale, hands come down. Let's swap our legs. Right foot comes inside left thigh. Again, remembering to keep this left foot flexed, pushing through your left ankle. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, slightly twist. Let's take our extension, our forward fold over to our left ankle. Grab hold of the toes or the ankle, however you feel, and draw with you on your exhale, draw your head, forehead to your knee. Inhale, arms up. Stretch up to the sky. Find some space in there. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, let's bring our arms back down. We're just going to come into our Baddha Konasana, our butterfly. So again, soles of your feet are coming together. I'm going to allow your knees to just gently drop, open. So just again, remember what we said at the beginning of our practice, just do what feels good. So it might be today that you can walk your bottom slightly closer to those heels, just to extend and stretch into these hip flexors a little deeper. Or it might be that you just need to have a bit more space, and either is fine for today. This is a guided practice, remember. So bringing the knees, bringing your feet, if you can, a little bit closer. As we inhale this time, we're going to take our arms up again and exhale, forward fold. We're going to grab our feet as you exhale. Draw that forehead towards those toes. You can feel the stretch now in those hip flexors. Hold it here. Exhale, release a little bit deeper. Inhale, let's rise. Now this time we're going to take our elbows and we're going to use our elbows to push the hip flexors down. So push the knees down to open the hip flexors. So taking your hands onto your ankles, inhale, sit tall, position your elbows just inside your knees, and as you exhale, you can use the strength in your arms just very slowly, and again, do what feels good here. As you exhale, forward fold. One more deep exhale here. Inhale, and let's rise up. Wonderful. Great, let's give those legs a shake. Take them out in front of us, give them a lovely shake. And then we're going to come down. We're going to come down onto all fours now. We're just going to start to move through our body. So just take a moment to check in with your alignment. You want to make sure that your wrists are under your elbows, your hands are hip width apart, your knees are under your hips, hip width apart, and your feet are hip width apart as well. So just check in with your alignment. As we exhale, we're actually just going to push ourselves down at the moment into our child's pose. Stretching through our spine. Walk your fingertips away, and as you inhale, you're going to just glide yourself up to Cobra. Keep those elbows tucked in, close to your chest. And as you exhale, you're going to push back into your child's pose. So your bottom comes down onto your heels, forehead to your mat. Inhale, walk those fingertips away. Keep those elbows tucked in nice and close. Drop those shoulders back, engage those shoulder blades. Take your gaze up to this, just gently raised. Exhale, last time, push back into your child's pose. And this time as we inhale, we're going to come up to all fours. We're going to take our hips, our knees wide, and bring our toes together. And we're going to exhale into our wide leg child's pose. Allow the forearms to fall onto the floor. Bring your forehead to the mat. Exhale, engage in that lovely stretch.
Just allow your body to connect to the mat. Inhale, slowly rise up, draw those knees in. Exhale, let's push down and up into our Cobra. Exhale one more time, pushing back to all fours, taking our knees wide, bringing our toes in. Exhale, pushing back into those hips, bottom to heels, forearms to the floor, forehead to the mat. Breathe here. Inhale, let's come back to all fours, curl our toes and just push back last time now into our child's pose. And on an inhale, coming back to all fours. This time we're going to curl our toes and we're going to push slowly into our down dog. So we're going to just lift those knees off the floor, slowly extending away, pushing your bottom away, pushing your heels to the mat. Maybe you want to just bring your feet slightly closer to your hands. Let's exhale, push the head through the arms. Remember, this is a lovely shoulder stretch. Drawing your energy up from your belly button. Maybe drop the eyelids closed and just start to pedal the heels now. Let's just loosen up the legs. And as you do this, let's move our bottom. Let's move our hips side to side. Take your gaze, as you move, take your gaze from under one arm to the other. So head's going left to right, and you can almost feel your body opening up. You can feel you're creating more space in those joints. Pedaling through. And then let's come back to settling, come back to stillness. As you exhale, let's push that head through those arms. And as we inhale, let's step our right foot through, followed by our left. Coming to the top of our mat, we're going to bend our knees as we inhale. We're going to draw our energy and our arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, a lovely gentle back bend. I don't know if you can see me. Gentle back bend. Exhale, let's just bring our arms back down by our sides. And let's just check in with how we're feeling. Bring your hands to your... Okay, it's just... Come on. Okay, I'm having a technical issue here. Because I'm normally on my laptop and I don't know how to get it on my laptop. So coming back to standing, let's roll our shoulders back and bring our hands with our palms facing forward. On an inhale, we're going to draw our arms up overhead. And as we exhale, let's bring our hands down to our heart center. We're just going to take our feet slightly wider than hip width. And we're going to drop down into our Yogi Squat. So as we exhale, we're just going to start to bend our knees. Exhale, just drop the bottom. Want to start loosening up the hips and the knees. Take them a little wider maybe. Let's bring our heels slightly in and out, toes pointing out. As we exhale, let's just drop down here. Hold it in the breath. Inhale up. Take the feet slightly wider as we exhale. Let's almost coming into our goddess, but we're not going to be taking the feet quite that wide. Exhale, drop here. Stay, hold, smile. You can feel thighs are engaging. Breathing through that stretch. Inhale, let's straighten the legs, straighten the arms overhead. As we exhale this time, we're going to draw our arms all the way down. We're going to take our elbows inside our knees. As we exhale, we're going to come into our Yogi Squat. Sit tall here. You're pushing your elbows into your inner
inner knees. You're engaging through your core, so you really want to be focusing on the crown of your head is looking up to the sky. Your spine is staying as strong and as long and tall as it can without rolling over. Hold it here. And on an inhale, we're going to take the strength and focus into our thighs as we inhale. Release your hand, your elbows. Inhale, draw all the way up. Exhale. Inhale, arms come overhead. Exhale, hands come back to center. Exhale, drop back down into that squat. Pushing those elbows into those knees, inside of the knee. Sitting tall. I think you can see more of my house than you can of me. I think I need to work on this. Inhale, let's draw all the way up. Release the elbows. Come back up with focus. Exhale. Arms come down. Let's bring our feet back in together and shake them out. You can feel the hip flexors now are really starting to move. Let's give them a wiggle. Let's just give them a roll. Let's allow any kind of tightness that you're feeling to just leave us. Wonderful. Well done, guys. Okay, so coming to the top of our mats, as we inhale, arms are coming overhead. Exhale, let's forward fold all the way down. As we exhale, we're going to step our left foot back. As we inhale, we're bringing our arms overhead. So we're coming now into our high lunge. As you exhale, you're going to drop into that right knee. So you can feel the left hip flexors really opening. Check in that your right knee is over your right ankle. Inhale, arms are wide. Exhale, drop down into that lovely stretch. Exhale, bring your hands to the mat. Drop the left knee, uncurl the left toes. Inhale, arms up. Maybe adjust that right foot as you exhale. You want to extend again deeply into that left hip flexor. Hold your arms wide, take your gaze up to the sky. Breathe here. Drawing that breath in through your nose, down your throat, through your lungs, top of your lungs, all the way down to your belly button. Exhaling all the way back up. Exhale, hands come to the mat. Let's curl our left toes, straighten that left leg. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale again, we're dropping into that right knee. Check your alignment. Left hip flexors getting a lovely stretch. Let's exhale, draw arms back behind us. This is going to allow us to open our heart center. So we're really opening through our chest here and allowing your shoulder blades to draw back, opening up through your chest. So grabbing your hands behind your back. Exhale, just drop a little deeper into that stretch. Now, if this is enough for you, that's great. You can stay here. Or if you're struggling to be up on your high lunge, feel free to come through this pose on your low lunge. But if you're feeling stable, let's exhale. We're going to draw our chest to our thigh. As we exhale, lift those arms up. Take your gaze down to the mat. Hold it here. Inhale, rising up. Releasing those arms. Exhale, bring your hands back together at your heart center. Well done, lovely stretching. Exhale, let's drop our hands to the mat. Take our right foot back to meet our left. Exhale, drop into a beautiful plank. It's amazing after a stretch like that how nice a plank can feel. So check in again on your alignment here. Feet are hip width apart.
Shoulders, wrists are still under your shoulders. Let's exhale. Push back into those heels, engaging through your core, through your legs. Inhale, coming up to your tiptoes. Exhale, pushing back. Inhale, coming forward onto the tiptoes. Exhale, pushing back. Last time, inhale, coming up to tiptoes. Exhale, pushing back. This time you're going to rise the bottom and push those heels to the floor. Pushing yourself into your down dog. Maybe just bring those feet slightly closer to your hands. Exhale deeply here. Drop your eyelids closed. Feel that lovely stretch. On the next inhale, you're going to rise the left leg as you inhale. Draw that up to the top of your mat. Bringing the left foot up. You're going to come into your high lunge on the opposite side. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, drop into that right hip flexor now. Taking the weight into the left knee. Check your alignment again. Check that your ankle is under your knee. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, drop into that hip flexor on the right. And really feel that stretch here. Pushing into your heel of the right foot. Straightening through that right leg. That will allow more balance. And let's smile here. Taking a gaze up to the sun. Feeling that beautiful stretch. Exhale, bringing your hands down to the floor. Drop your right knee and curl your right toes. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, low lunge here. Maybe you want to slightly adjust your left foot so that your ankle is still under your knee. Exhale, forward. Opening that right hip flexor. Exhale, hands come back down. Curl the right toes, straighten that right leg. Inhale, arms come up. Overhead, exhale, drop again deeply into that right hip flexor. This time as we exhale, we're going to fly the arms behind us, allowing the shoulders to open, chest and heart center to open, engaging your shoulder blades, really feeling them push back together. Let's take our hands together behind our back. Exhale, just drop into that stretch. Feel those shoulders open. Feel that lovely stretch happening still in your right hip flexor. Remembering to keep that right leg straight. This time if you want, and if you're happy enough to come with us, exhale. Coming down, bringing our chest to our thigh. Raising those arms up overhead. Exhale, hold it here. Inhale, drawing that up. Chest comes up. Exhale, release your arms. Exhale, hands come down to the floor. Let's step that left foot back to meet the right. Exhale, drop into your plank. Oh, that feels so good. Never known a plank to feel so good. Right, take a moment in your setup. Exhale, push back into your heels. Inhale, come up onto your tiptoes. Exhale, push down into your heels. Inhale up to your tiptoes. Exhale, this time let's rise the bottom. Take the heels to the floor. Exhale our breath as we push our head through our arms, gazing to the back of the mat. Again here, drop the eyelids closed. Pedal the heels. Take your gaze from side to side and just move those hips. Move that bottom. Stretch through your rib cage. Doing what feels good. Inhaling. Exhaling. And on the next inhale, let's bring our right foot through our hands. We're going to come now into our warrior two, dropping your left foot down at an angle. As you inhale, arms rise. Exhale, take your arms wide. Really enjoying that stretch here. And then when you're ready, hold it in that pose. Imagine that you're strong and a warrior. These arms are super powerful. Take your gaze through your middle finger on your right hand. Exhale, drop deeper into that hip flexor. Breathe. Exhale, we're going to draw our right arm inside our right leg, taking our left arm up to the sky. Holding it here, breathing to the stretch. Exhale, coming back up to your warrior two. Inhale, arms come to the top. Twist your body to the front. Exhale, hands come to the bottom, to the mat. Take your right foot back. Exhale, down into your down dog. Inhale, left leg comes through. Drop your right foot. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, we're going to take the arms wide. Warrior two on the opposite side. Again, think about your arms. I know I'm breathe into this stretch. Exhale, drop your left arm inside your left leg. Take your right arm up to the sky. Enjoying that stretch. Exhale, coming back to your warrior two. Inhale, arms come back up to your warrior one. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Step your left foot back, push down into your down dog. So you can either walk, step, or hop your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Let's just drop our forehead down, stretching through our back of our legs, through our lumbar spine, allowing the weight to hang. Crown of your head is looking at the mat. Bend your knees, inhale, swoop arms all the way up overhead. And this time as you exhale, you're going to step your left foot back. Open those feet wide, exhale, arms come down to the side. You can't see me again. Gotta work on this for next week, I promise. From here, as we exhale, we're going to pivot from our hips. So you want to think about the next movement that we do is coming from here. It's not rolling our shoulders, we're moving our hips. So keeping super strong arms as you exhale. The crown of your head is coming towards your mat. Now it may reach the ground, but it may not. As you exhale, let's bring our hands to the floor. And just hang here, allowing your spine to soften in this pose. Bring your hands to your hips as you inhale, rise. Drawing that body back up. Inhale, arms come overhead. Going to do that again. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Hands come to the mat. Crown of your head is looking at the mat. Now let's plant the left hand, and as we inhale, right arm rises. Having a fully twist here. You can feel the twist through your body. Exhale. Planting the right hand. Inhaling, drawing the left arm up. Exhale, release your hand. Exhale, take a slightly deeper stretch if you can in the legs. Maybe there's a bit more space. Inhale, let's come up to our fingertips. And as we exhale, we're going to walk our fingers over to our right foot. Grab your ankle, kick your right toes out. As you exhale, let's draw our forehead to our knee. Hold it there. Exhale, bring your fingertips back to the mat, bring your right toes in, kick your left toes out as you walk your fingertips round to the left, grab your left ankle. Exhale, draw that forehead towards that knee. Exhale, come back to center. Can we heel, toe, heel our feet in? As we inhale, we're going to bring our hands to our hips. Inhale, arms come wide. Exhale, we're going to come into our goddess pose. So we're bringing our arms out to cactus. So try and think about the alignment of the arms so that you've got your line here nice and straight. Your fingertips are wide open. Exhale, drop into those hips. So you want to think also again about not sort of sticking the belly, the bottom out, but pulling the hips in, engaging your hips. Arms are wide, heels are in. Hold it there. If you're just joining us in goddess pose, it's quite a hard one. Hold it here. Breathe. Exhale, drop a little lower. Hold it there. On the next inhale, rise. Straighten the arms, straighten the legs. That feels quite nice, doesn't it? As we exhale, we're going to drop back into our goddess. Exhale, arms come wide. Drop down into that bottom. Open through those hips. Check in with your arms. Strong arms. Exhale, bring them in. Exhale out. Inhaling. Exhale out. One more time. In, out. Straighten everything up. Then from here we're going to toe, heel our feet slightly closer. We're going to drop down into our Yogi Squat. So as we exhale, hands come to our heart center. So when we come into our Yogi Squat, we're going to drop our bottom. We're going to use our elbows to push into our knees, the inside of our knees. So as you exhale, come all the way down. You may want to adjust your feet. Just check in with how it feels. Exhale, push those hips open. Use those elbows. Draw your energy up. Imagine that you've got a lovely fine string coming out of the crown of your head. So you really want to think about the posture here, keeping that spine elongated and strong. And smile. On an inhale, we're going to come up. Try and come up without falling forward. So release the elbows. Inhale, take your weight into your hips. Arms come all the way overhead. Exhale, let's bring our hands back down by our side and give everything a shake. Well done. That's good work. You feel your hips now, can't you? You can feel that you're starting to move everything. Let's give them a wiggle like we did before. Just circle to the right and then circle to the left. Fabulous. Well done, guys. So now we're going to take our hands to our heart center and we're just going to take our feet slightly wider.
So you're going to bring your left foot to point the mat, right toes are pointing away. As you exhale, you're just going to drop down into a stretch here. And on an inhale, you're going to glide across and swap it. Again, opening through the hips, keeping that body upright. Exhale away, and then let's take our arms wide. So again, opening through those hips, keeping the body wide, stretching. Hold it there. Exhale, stretch, hold it there. Hands come back to center. Let's come back up. Curl the toes in. Let's come back up to the top of our mat. Inhale, arms come back up. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Exhale, step the right foot back. Drop the right foot open. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, opening up into that warrior one, warrior two. Exhale, left arm comes inside left leg, opens up. Exhale, hands come back to warrior two. Inhale, arms up. Overhead, exhale, hands come down. Take your left foot back. Right foot comes through, left leg drops. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, open to your warrior two. Drop deep into that stretch again. Hold it here. Check in with your alignment, check in with your breath. Inhaling, drawing that breath all the way down to your belly button. Exhale, let's bring our right arm inside our right leg. Left arm rises. Hold it here. Exhale, back to our warrior two. Inhale, arms come up, exhale. Hands come back down. Let's step our right foot back to meet our left. Exhale into our plank. Check up. Check that your wrists are under your shoulders. Feet are hip width apart. Exhale, push into those heels. Inhale up to your tiptoes. Exhale, push away. Inhale, come back. Let's just hold it here on our tiptoes, engaging through our legs, through our core. And then let's come down to our Cobra, knees, chest, chin. Exhale, push up into your Cobra. Remember to keep the elbows nice and tucked into your sides here. Exhale, forward fold down, bring the nose to the mat. Just realign your hands. Let's just draw them under our shoulders. So slightly change where they are so that they're slightly low. We're going to come into a mini Cobra now. So as you inhale, drawing your chest up, making sure those elbows are nice and tight by your rib cage. Hold it there. Exhale, dropping your nose to the mat. Catching your breath, inhaling, drawing up. Exhale, all the way down. Last one, inhale, coming up. Exhale, pushing down, and then let's just replant our hands slightly lower back down. As you inhale this time, coming up to the knees. Take those knees wide, bring those feet together as we exhale. Down into our wide leg child's pose. Drop your forearms to the floor, bring your forehead to the floor. Become aware of your breath. You can feel that your heart rate has increased, and we're now just going to try and slow it down.
up to all fours. Let's bring our knees back in together. Let's exhale, push our bottom down. We're going to come through our kneeling sun salutation just to cool the body down. As we inhale, arms rise overhead. Exhale, hands come to the floor. Inhale, bottom lifts into all fours. Curl your toes. Exhale, push back into your down dog. Exhale, knees come to the floor, uncurl your toes. Bottom comes to heels. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Lovely deep stretch. Exhale, hands come to the floor. Inhale, up to all fours. Exhale, curl, toes curl, push back into your down dog. Exhale, knees come down, uncurl your toes. Exhale, back to your child's pose. Inhale, arms rise. Lovely big stretch. Exhale, arms down last time. Inhale, arms come up. All fours, curl the toes. Exhale, push back into your down dog. Exhale, drop your knees, uncurl your toes. Push back into your child's pose. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, this time just bring your hands down by your sides. Roll your shoulders back. Palms facing forward. Let's drop the eyelids closed. And let's just check in with our breath. And just reconnect with your breath. Reconnect with your mind. Remembering that the intention that we set ourselves for this class was doing what feels good. Making space, making room. As we inhale, let's bring our arms up overhead. Exhale, bring them back down by our side. We're going to come into a gentle side twist here. So let's take our left hand onto our right knee. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, gaze over to your right. Exhale, release to center. Bring your right hand to your left knee. Left hand comes behind you. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, your gaze goes over your left shoulder. Exhale, come back to center. Lovely, let's now sit down on our bottom. Bring our legs out in front of us. Like we did at the beginning. As we inhale, arms rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, down. And let's bring our right leg inside our left leg. Right hand comes behind. Inhale, left arm comes up overhead. Exhale, bring that left arm round as you exhale, your gaze over your right shoulder. Pushing through that left leg, pushing through the left heel. Flex that the left toe. Exhale, release your breath. And let's squeeze that right hip in. Draw your chin to your chest and just hold it there. Sitting upright. Exhale, release. Inhale, draw that left leg inside that right thigh. Left arm comes behind. Inhale, arm comes up. Exhale, round. Twist and gaze over to the left. Exhale, back to center. Taking your hands round your left knee. As you inhale, sit tall, drawing that left knee in and just dropping your chin to your chest. Feeling that lovely stretch. Exhale, release.
And then let's just roll down onto our mats. I'm not sure if you can see me. Rolling down onto our mats. Let's bring our feet up by our bottom. We've got the soles of our feet on the floor. We're going to lift our right leg. And we're going to take our right foot onto our left leg. Drawing our arms around and under our left leg. We're going to rise the left foot. Inhale, drawing that left knee in, opening through that right hip. Exhale, release. Draw that right knee back into your body, release it to the ground. Inhale. Left leg stretch in. Let's take that left foot onto that right knee. So you're just opening that left hip for the last time. Taking your hands behind your right thigh. As you inhale, you're going to draw that right leg into your body. Feeling that stretch through your left hip. Keeping your spine on the floor. Exhale, release. Squeeze that left leg in, release it to the ground. And then we're going to just come into a gentle bridge. Let's bring our arms down by our side. Feet are on the floor, heels up by your bottom. As you inhale, you're just going to rise through those hips. Drop your chin to your chest to protect your neck. Lift, lift, lift. As you inhale, maybe you can walk your heels slightly closer to your bottom. Inhale, lift a little deeper. Remember to engage those knees. Exhale. Release. One more time, let's take the arms overhead as the bottom and the spine rise, vertebra by vertebra. Arms lift up, exhale overhead. Lift that bottom. Remember to bring that chin to your chest. Keep those knees engaged, don't let them splay open. Exhale, all the way down. Lovely, let's just hug ourselves, hug our knees into our chest. Laying on the floor, let's take your arms round your knees. Let's have a gentle roll. Rock here. Exhale, release. Taking your arms wide, dropping your knees to the right, taking your gaze to the left. Slowing ourselves down now. Settle your breath. If you want to deepen this stretch, you can straighten your right leg and gently pull that left knee down towards the floor. Inhale. Let's bring our knees back up to center. Exhale. Drop them to the left. Take your gaze to the right. Again, if you want a deeper stretch, straighten that left leg. Left knee comes to the ground, use your left arm to pull that right knee down. Gaze to the right. Inhale, coming up, and this time as you come up, I'd like you to just roll over onto your right, using your arm as a pillow. And just stay there. Eyes are closed. Settling your mind, settling your breath. Reconnecting yourself on the next inhale, just very slowly, drawing yourself back up to seated. Let's bring our hands onto our knees with our palms facing up. Check in with your breath. Check in with how you're feeling. Let's bring our hands together at our heart center and drop our chin to our chest. Thank you so much for taking the time to come to your mat this morning, for showing up, for creating some space, for creating some time for self-care. Thank you for working so hard. I feel grateful to be here, and it was really awesome that you all came. I hope you have a really wonderful day. Namaste. Thank you guys, thank you for practicing with me this morning. I hope you're feeling suitably stretched and feeling relaxed. That was a very relaxing one, even though it was a deep stretch. As we say, we hold lots of emotions in our hips, so it's really good to give them a good work. But don't forget to drink lots of water today, release all those toxins out, and I look forward to seeing you all next week. Namaste, lots of love. Happy Tuesday, see you later, bye.